Okay, so by request, some individuals have asked, where am I at with gear? Have I changed things? I'm going to go through that right now real quick. Still the same cell phone, no issues with the cell phone. Actually, I take that back. There's one issue. When editing videos with the Samsung Galaxy S10, if you are creating and using the video editor on board, and if you take a screenshot while you're doing a saved video, it'll go in pause mode and you cannot do a resume, so you'll actually lose it. So if you've got a 30-minute video that you're creating, you're 80% of the way through creating it, and you have to do a screenshot because you're doing something to send to somebody else, multitasking, you will lose all that time and you will have to cancel that editor and start over. Okay, with that said and done, where we at? Still with the Keen boots, still got my Darn Tough socks. My gaiters suffered a little bit because I used them on my water shoes and put them underneath the heel, so that was a bad idea, but they're still working overall. Wrap those on the backpack right here, keeping my towel out. And air drying socks, I'm still switching at noon. That's working really well. Thank that military man again this year for telling me that little trick worked good. Trek poles, I still have both. I've used one maybe half the time of the trip. The other one's been on board most of the time, so I'm just carrying extra weight. That's okay, I don't care. That's my gear. I like everything with me. Still have 2 bed mats. I haven't trimmed them down. I love it. I love having the extensions on there. They work good. That's good. Still got Pup's mat rolled up inside here. She has her own mat, even though she's usually stealing my bed at night. What do we got next? Water. I've added another liter. I'm using now 3 smart water bottles, not 2. I started using 3. It was easier with Pup because I'm constantly refilling her dirty water. So this dirty water bottle right here became Pup's water, so she's always backwashing, flushing into there. And I'm still gravity feeding when I have to, but there's so much water in Florida in some of these little spots that I really haven't done a lot of filtering. So I haven't done a lot of filtering. I am down to 1 Sawyer squeeze bag now versus 2. The other one popped. Sawyer made a decision they were going to make cheaper bags this year than last year. So they popped easy last year. They popped even easier this year. So don't bother even trying to squeeze that water with these with a filter, gravity feed, or throw them in the trash. They're worthless as a squeeze bag. It's too bad Sawyer does that. I have nothing against Sawyer. I just have something against their bag. Their filters rock. So if Sawyer sees this and they get offended, I'm sorry if you're offended, but if you made a better bag, I wouldn't have to let everybody know about that. Okay. What else we got down here? Still carrying the off-leash dog spray. Haven't used it yet. 2 people will have had issues on this trail with dogs. Throwing that out there already. Still got the bug net. I have used it on trail. It's a lifesaver. Love my bug net. Got the water scoop and Pup's drinking bowl. Still got it. Love it. Use it all the time. Great item. Carry poop bags for Pup in case in town she makes a mess and I can't dig a hole. Got poop bags. That's handy. Of course, got Pup's retractable on the side of the pack right here. Gotta have that. Pup's taking a nap. Best napper in the world. Outside in the front extender, I have upgraded. I've added more weight here, so I've gotten the larger, heavier Frog Tog rain jacket. The light duty one actually was falling apart and ripping, so I had to upgrade. Just recently got that at a Walmart. That's good. Got my pack cover. I've already used it. We walked through the rain, as you saw the video in the past. Still got my rain pants, wind pants, winter pants. I love these pants. They're always going to be with me. I still have that ridiculous glove I picked up, the Harley glove on the side of the road. I've used it. And I still have my full set of gloves. I just can't, for some reason, make a decision, so I'm carrying the weight like a fool. That's just me. I got my footprint for my tent. I love it with the extension I've done this year. That's not going to change. Pup's rain jacket, that's a must. And we got my rain boot covers. I've used them, I think, 3 times now. They work great. Got my water shoes that I went through Big Cypress the whole park with, and several days after that. They are great. They're not so good for anywhere where you're going to stub your toe or there's gravel or roots or anything like that. But I do love them, and I've used them as a camp shoe, but I got to swap them out eventually after Florida. This Sawyer lotion right here, excuse me, repels mosquitoes and ticks. It has worked great. I'm amazed. Mama Bear came out, we used it that day, and there was actually 2 ticks on Pup. that I didn't want to pull out because I'm having issues with the heads ripping off and then there's a mess getting them out. And I actually rubbed some of this on the tick that was on her. Next morning they were cold black and dead, so it's pretty powerful stuff. Works good, and I do recommend that, or at least some type of bug spray. Up in the brain. Top. Paper towels for cleaning out my pot, because I like a nice dry pot, cooking pot. And then right here we got flushable wipes. I swear by them. I like clean hands, I like clean butt. Can't complain. There's that. And I got a couple of spare bags in here, quarts and gallons, and actually a new brand that someone put out is Trail Magic. God bless them for doing that. That was wonderful. But have a major issue with Ziploc bags this year. If anybody relies on their bags and they use Ziploc, I recommend carrying double, because the edges right here are popping right apart. They're not sealing them properly anymore. Their machine mold is bad. So, you know, if Ziploc could step up their game and make better bags, that'd be great too, because we need them. They get mad at me for saying that. That's fine. They make great products when they're good products. Otherwise, you know, they're making cuts. They're crap. And we need good stuff out here. So flavored water. Got my flavored water. Love my flavored water. Can't just drink straight water. You're tiring. My memories bag, it's getting pretty heavy. It's probably about a half pound right now, but I always have a memory bag on trail, my mementos, different things going on. I still have my stuff sack too. Gentleman that left us Trail Magic. My white lighter I've had for almost 12 years in my pack finally died, and the Trail Magic, same one, the yellow bag came out, gentleman, he left a small black lighter, so that's my new lighter, so I guess I'm good for 12 more years on a lighter. Thank you. We got Pup's little medicals right here, her medical records, her vaccinations, her two from Bayer. We have the two topicals for Canine Advantix 2 for flea and tick. That's one of the treatments. And she has her Purdy nails, little rubber caps if she gets a nail bleed out because they grind on the highways too much, or stones in the northeast. So we have that for Pup. Toothbrush, toothpaste, and flossers. Medical kit. Love my medical kit. Use it almost every other day. Gotta have it. And I got an extra little trail burn book that I was going to drop off in a Ziploc bag in camp area. I just haven't found one yet. Got the sunglasses that Spicy had given me, and I just haven't used them in probably 2 weeks, so that's dead weight at this point, but I hate to throw them away. I'll put them in my mental bag, chip them home. That takes care of that. In the side pouch, I got my temporary pen marker. And I got two little notepads I've been using in a Ziploc bag in case it rains. I can throw them in there, which looks like a tornado coming today. It just might. I actually swapped out my whistle with someone. They were going through a medical guide. They had a whistle, and this was in there, and they threw it out. It was lighter than the one I had, so I kept that. That's over there. And of course, in the other side pouch, I always keep a quart trash bag. I never ever have an open wrapper in my backpack anywhere. So if I have an open wrapper, it goes in a Ziploc bag or a comfortable scent-proof bag. That way there's no scents. That keeps the mice and the rats and coons away from your backpack, ripping it up. All right, still got my knife. Love my knife. It's always going to be with me. Used it dozens of times on this hike already. All right, inside the bag, still have the bag liner. I will always have a trash bag liner. Case closed. 1 gallon trash bag, just happened to empty it. And then kitchen. Kitchen is no more than a fuel can large. Usually it's 2 small ones, but in Florida you don't have the supplies like the Appalachian Trail does. So I stuck with a large one. Got my spoon, I got my pot, and I got my little micro cooker in there, my insulator, and my lighters in there as well, and that's my coffee. That hasn't changed. Pup's food bag has not changed, other than it's a little low on food. We're going to change that. And of course, my food bag, it's a little low. We're going to change that. Next resupply coming up. Big Agnes Fly Creek, 2-person. That's never going to change. I love that tent. 2.4 pounds. My clothing, I have my thermal layer, underlayer. I've carried the entire hike. I haven't worn them once. It's a little discouraging having them in there. And they might go away, we'll see. But I do need them as soon as I hit the 18. There's it. Tornado's coming. I think you all giggle out there. Okay. And then, of course, my sleeping bag down at the bottom. Bag liner, and that empties out the bag. I just need to go through my Gidget Gadget bag with everybody. What's changed in Gidget Gadget? I have my original RAV-Power fast charge with my original RAV-Power 3-port, because that's the lightest one they have. 18 watt put out here, total of 15 watt put out with 2 USBs. No matter if you have 2 in there, you can't get out more than 15 watts in the USB. I picked up an additional 6700 cheapie battery pack at Walmart because I was running out of battery and I can't upload and do everything I'm doing, video editing, with enough battery. So I'm going to have to pick up another 10,000 eventually, because it takes 6 hours to recharge this one here. This is only 6,700 milliamps. It takes 3 hours to recharge 10,000 milliamps, so I got to order in the right one. And of course, 3 cords, one for each, one for the phone, one for the RAV-Power, one for the Walmart battery pack. And I have one tent peg in here because this is my storm tent peg. In case I have a storm, I can use the storm strings, I can do that. I still have my lights with my remote. The remote's supposed to be here. And it's not. Maybe I don't have my remote. There it is, right here in my hand. Little bag, couldn't find it. So I love my lights. I'm going to keep those lights. Of course, I have my ID. And then here's my earphones. It's in a bag because it's often in my side pouch. I leave it in there. I don't want all junk getting in the earphones. My tent repair pole, need that. And of course my earplugs, my headlamp, and then a spare washer. Why a spare washer? Well, if you've done the AT or any long distance hikes, PCT, CDT, you know that you'll end up losing your washer. So I always carry a spare, and sometimes I find a stranded hiker that doesn't have one, so I'll give it to them. That's it. That's where we're at right now.